Well, obviously, this is as disappointing as it gets for us. Give New York all the credit. They outcoached us. They outplayed us. They definitely wanted it more, and it was the tale of two halves. And they kicked our butt in the second half, and you can't do that in this league. So, we just got to regroup. Everybody's got to look in the mirror and ask themselves what they can do better, because it was a collective effort right there in terms of not being able to come out on top.
Coach, how did it get away from you from 17-3 up? What specifically happened?
They kept playing. Give New York a ton of credit. And I don't think the mindset for our guys was ever to let up, but certainly, you look at the results out there, there was too many mistakes. And it wasn't just one person. It was a collective effort, like I talked about. It starts with myself. I got to be better. I got to be better for this team. We got to demand that we get better in certain areas, and then it's just disappointing.
Matt, was that a final sequence? You had 3rd and 2 and 4th and 2 near the goal line. Were those design passes that were batted by Aaron, or is that him seeing something at the line of scrimmage and trying to get you in the
No, we had a run pass option on, and they loaded the box and went cover 0, and we figured that's what they're going to do, and unfortunately had 2 batted passes.
39 passing plays, 20 running plays. Coach, did you anticipate it being that favoured in front of into the passing game?
It just depended upon what they were giving us. Like I said, we had a lot of run pass cans, and they played a lot of single high and manned us up, and it's, do you want to run into a loaded box, or you want to try to get it through the air? And unfortunately, that didn't work for us. So, like I said, give credit, Winks, a guy I got a lot of respect for, and he outcoached us in the second half, and they outplayed us.
Do you feel like you abandoned your identity a little bit there with all the running, or did you make the right calls?
Yeah, I got to look at it, but certainly, when the results don't go your way, it's only fair. You could argue we scored no points in the second half. So, obviously, the plan and the play calls that I gave weren't good enough.
And defensively as well, Matt, from obviously such a strong start, how did they move the ball so easily?
Yeah, I got to go back and look at the tape. It seemed like there were some timely, costly penalties on our part that gave them, life on some drives, and you can't do that in this league.
Coach, given fundamentals, discipline, technique, film study, what would be the biggest downfall in today's game?
All of the above, everything. It wasn't good enough. So, again, give New York all the credit. Mike Kafka, Brian Dayball, their players, going out there and coming up with a good plan and then out executing. And that's what happens in this league, and if you don't come ready to play, and not that we didn't come ready to play, but they obviously out executed us in the second half, and like I told our team, it's just disappointing, but we can't let one loss compound into another.
Why was it hard to connect on some of the deep stuff?
Yeah, I got to go back and look at it.
Compared to the last 2 years, Matt, how do you feel about the team this year? So the record was great.
Well, certainly there's been a lot of struggles, and that is this league, and we just got to be more consistent, because there's some moments where we look pretty good, but we have yet to put together a complete game as a team. It's like every game has been one good half, and that's not good enough in this league. You gotta play every play like it's your last, and if you don't, you get your ass whipped.
So on the game plays, do you want it always by the book, or are there times where maybe you should?
No, Aaron does a great job with that stuff of calling what we want.
You think complacency kicked in a little bit because of obviously the big
No,
lead?
not in our mindset. No.
It seems like one of the things that did work was to get the ball more to Randall. And I know Aaron had talked about that this week. Was that sort of a bigger part of the game plan today, or did it just?
I think it just kind of happened naturally. He took advantage. We thought, he won some matchups, and unfortunately, we didn't get him the ball enough, obviously.
What do you attribute the run defense to, particularly in the second half?
Excuse me, can you say it one more time?
What do you attribute the struggles on run defense to, particularly in the second half?
Everything. I mean, I got to go back and look at it. So I can't name one thing for you right now, but I just know that I thought there were some times where we had them in some longer yardage situations, and they were able to convert on some long third downs, and you can't do that. You can't do that in this league. And we had, coming in, we had the top third down defense in the league, and just didn't execute in the second half.
That's good. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. What do you think of the atmosphere today? Did it feel like a home game?
Yeah, no, I thought the fans were unbelievable. It was a really cool atmosphere. You know, I just wish we would have performed better for our fans that showed out today for us. Definitely, you could feel their energy. You could hear them. I thought they played a part. It's just, unfortunately, we didn't do enough on our part. But I appreciate all the support of the Packer fans, both that traveled here and the ones that were coming from London.